Daleks in quarantine. It's worse than the Slitheen. 3 Daleks living together no matter the weather. In space, Daleks in quarantine. Daleks in quarantine.
While searching the galactic waves, I found this show called The Bad Batch. Well, it looks good. It is a spin-off of the multimedia franchise Star Wars. And it is about their clone army. After their inhibitor chip executes Order 66, makes them kill all the Jedi. If you ask me, it's quite a clever move. Yes. We nearly had Order 66 once. But of course, that didn't happen. Anywho. So, here we are reviewing The Bad Batch. Wait. Wasn't this similar to the Dalek Batch? We made our own version of The Bad Batch, too, you know. Oh, yes. Hello, I am Dalek Hunter. I am Dalek Wrecker. I am Dalek Tech. And I am Dalek Crusher. Good Daleks follow orders. I am Dalek Echo. And I am Dalek Omega! You stay away from my friends! Good Daleks follow orders. So, let us begin with episode 1. Episode 1 starts out with the Batch going on a special mission. After a bit, then Order 66 is given. I sometimes get upset when I see Order 66. I never knew you had compassion. I do not. It would be as if you exterminated me now. But luckily, that will never happen to the Daleks. It did! Do you not remember when we had the new Dalek paradigm? Oh God, yes! Anywho, continue. Alright. The leader is called Hunter. The brute is called Wrecker. The guy with the glasses is called Tech. And the one with the weird helmet that slides on is called Echo. And the guy with the sniper is called Crosshair. Crosshair and Hunter are having an argument about following orders. Then they are called back to Camino. They try and fit in with the regular clones. They overlook Palpatine's speech and they are not interested. They do not like this new galactic empire. Anywho, after that then they meet this annoying child called Omega. Would you please say what her name is? Is it Omega or Omega? Next we have episode 2. The Batch meets her former clone friend named Cutler Quain. He has a wife and children, and they want to move off-world. It is also nice to note that Omega likes dirt. Yes, it's everywhere. Oh, come on, that is clearly a reference to Anakin's I Hate Stan line. Anywho, they then infiltrate this place They then have to stun some of their former clone friends. I'm surprised that one of the former clones, I'm surprised that the Empire clone did not recognise Cut McQuain. Anywho, they successfully get off world. Episode 3, we see a bunch of rebels and Crosshair's new squad. How could Crosshair do such a thing? He has his own squad now. I like their designs. It is a pity the Daleks never had a stealth squad. Do you remember when we tried to blow up when we all implanted explosives on ourselves to blow up Davros? I'm pretty sure he did that. My memory must be weird. Anywho, Crosshair is the strictest clone commander I have ever seen. He kills his own men if they don't listen to him. Truly a valuable leader. Yes. I was being sarcastic, idiot. Episode number 4. Why would Omega just go off with a bounty hunter that she does not know? I mean, clearly the Bad Batch haven't taught them about going off with strangers. And what the heck was that? And how the heck did that truck driver not notice that Hunter was behind him? It was also nice to go back to Pantora. I feel like we haven't seen any of the Pantorians since the Clone Wars. Yes. So, episode 5, they rescue a Rancor, and Omega gets a crossbow. Of all things, this is a science fiction universe where they have sci-fi laser blasters, and you give Omega a crossbow? A crossbow of all things! And then they introduce this new character called Sid. Are they really sure they should be hiding with some criminal woman? It was episode 6. It was nice to see the battle droids back. I miss those battle droids. But the worst thing was those 2 twins. Ugh. I could not stand those twins in the Clone Wars when they dumped the spice. I mean, who knows where that spice could have ended up? Well, imagine if the spice landed on Ron Cota's squad, him suddenly saying weird things about the clone troopers being good. Don't do drugs, kids. But anywho, back to this episode. The Marquez twins were so annoying. When her and Omega nearly fell into the trash compactor, it reminded me of Toy Story 3. Or was it 2? No, it was Toy Story 3! Oh yes. Episode 7. This was a nice connection to Jedi Fallen Order. And Rex coming back brought back many happy memories for Clone Wars fans who watched it since the very beginning. And I like how they remember the Clone Wars in the good old days. You know, before Order 66. And this new Bracca thing, I rather enjoyed. A good episode, this one. And when they removed their inhibitor chips, I found it relieving that the Bad Batch don't follow Order 66 apart from Crosshair. I thought Wrecker was gone when he followed Order 66. But I'm glad that he had his chip removed. Speaking of Bad Batch members following the Order 66, Episode 8, Crosshair got burnt? Why was that elite trooper up there anyway? Poor Crosshair! It's nice that we got to see what an engine looks like. It gave me Jedi Fallen Order flashbacks. And the ending, though. Cad Bane nearly killed Hunter. A surprise for sure, but a welcome one. Episode 9 was fantastic. However, though, it was nice to see Seth Green back, but seriously, his droid character, Mr. Bane this, Mr. Bane that, Mr. Bane, Mr. Bane! And we see the other bounty hunter from one of the older episodes. It was nice to see Cad Bane back. I thoroughly missed him. Then we have the assassination of Lama Su. Why kill off the Kaminoans? What did they do wrong? Hashtag justice for Kaminoans. Episode 10. We are transitioning into the Empire now. The early signs are here. The ATTEs are now all grey. And it's nice that some people don't like the Empire. And that the Bats help out. And he broke the vase. He didn't like that vase anyway. Then, one problem I have though, why are you making Omega a gambler? Kids, do not follow this. Gambling is bad for you. Episode 11, we go to Ryloth. I hate Terra Syndulla. And I hate Chopper as well, that droid. What is it with Disney Star Wars and annoying droids that talk? But it was nice to see Cham Syndulla again, that's all I'll say. And the new captain, that speech he made. Brothers, what are we doing? How did he have his chip removed or something? The mind boggles. My inner fan theorist is thinking. Expect to see smoke coming out of me in the next 3 minutes, theorising on why the new captain wanted to spare the Twi'leks. Never mind that. What about the death of the Senator? But the Bad Batch were barely in this episode. They only made a cameo appearance. Omega meeting Hera was like a nightmare. The two most annoying children looking at each other. Now, we made a mistake with the last episode description. We also said the 12th episode, so now we're going to the 13th episode. What is it with Sid and gangs? I mean, don't get me wrong, I like some bounty hunters, but seriously, and more spice? I mean, what is the problem with Star Wars and drugs? Never take drugs, kids. Again, it is a bad thing to do. It will ruin your life. Episode 14. All I can say is Cote! Yes, the sports cameo was big. The commandos were in it. Yes, let's all pray for an Imperial Commando game that will never happen. Anywho, I'll do this review if you two are going to talk about Republic Commando. It was nice to see sports again, but where was Delta Squad? Seb died. Yes, I know that. But what about the other Deltas? Where were they? But anywho, we are transitioning into the Empire now. It makes me feel sad seeing the clone troopers reborn. The two-part finale. I cried. Camino is dead. Camino is gone. Camino is gone. I can't express how sad I am, but at least the Polynesian Spa will always be available. One question I have though is, what about the Clone Rebellion? What about Starkiller's clone? What about Palpatine's clone? I know you all rant on saying it's not canon, but it is real to me, and it always will be. Galen Marek started the rebellion, not Jyn Erso. The Death Star plans were on Polis Massa, not Scarif, although Rogue One was quite good. And finally and foremost, Darth Revan is the most powerful Sith that's ever existed. To hell with Ben Swolo. And Rey is the worst character to ever exist. She makes Omega look bearable. Have you quite finished? Yes. That ends today's episode of Daleks in Quarantine. Exterminate!